Hello and welcome to Women in Gaming Podcast. Today we have a special guest, Amy Wong. Hi, Amy.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you for joining us. Amy is a project manager at Secret Location, Entertainment One, and a freelance digital specialist. She's also co-organizing at Girl Geeks 2. We'll talk about that organization in a bit, but first we want to know more about you, Amy.
Sure, yeah. So, I'm Amy Wong, and I work as a project manager at Secret Location. Secret Location makes immersive experiences. So, for example, virtual reality or an interactive type immersive experience.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, one of the projects that the company has worked on is for the AGO, and it's the a better one is Sleepy Hollow. So Sleepy Hollow was a VR experience where the user was able to be in the Sleepy Hollow. Are you familiar with that show?
Yeah, I am, of course.
Yeah, so you're immersed into that environment, and the headless huntman is coming after you, and so you have to try to battle him and stuff, and it's in 3D.
Must be scary.
So in a 3D space. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you ever do anything journalistic about this virtual reality stuff, or it's just games or shows?
I used to work at Chorus Entertainment, so to be honest, I don't have a journalism background. I mainly focus in development and project management. So my career first started off at Chorus Entertainment, so I was a content coordinator there where I managed the women's portfolio. So that was W Network, Cosmo TV, and W Movies. So I managed those brands, but then I got promoted and into a content manager role where I was actually doing product management, where it was figuring out based on statistics what type of things to implement into a site. So that would be specifically for the women's brands, but understanding the analytics of the traffic and seeing, is there a certain direction that a user wants more information on, or they want more details about this, or they really want more video. So things like that, and implementing those solutions into those specific websites.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. When did you first realize that you wanted to become a professional in tech world?
It started pretty young. When I was younger, I used to take apart my toys and put them back together. Super nerdy. But I became really interested in computers when my dad first brought home our first computer, and I was always on it. I was playing games, or I'd always want to learn how to do different things to it, like how the hardware works, or how a website was built and stuff like that. So I was always interested in that type of tactical aspect of technology. So, and then after high school, I went into programming, into development, and that led me to web design. And so web design led me into product management and project management. So here I am. Yeah.
So, what is the biggest challenge for a woman in this industry?
The biggest challenge, I'd say, is being in an environment that is predominantly male, and trying to maneuver around different aspects, like not knowing certain things, or to be honest, I never really felt that because of my gender that guys wouldn't talk to me, or certain developers wouldn't talk to me because of that. I felt that if I armed myself with enough knowledge, or if I asked a lot of questions, they didn't see me as a female. They just saw me as a colleague. And to be honest, like, I didn't really feel that I was being left out.
Mm-hmm.
I always try to immerse myself, and also my colleagues always made me feel a part of the team too, even though it was predominantly male.
That was my next question, actually. I was going to ask, in your professional career, have you ever felt discriminated because you're a woman? But you kind of answered that one.
I feel more so in school,
really?
in programming school, because I found that the teachers were a lot softer on women that were in tech, not so much in the work environment, because if you armed yourself with the same knowledge as the team, then they treat you as an equal. But I did feel that way when I was in school, that there was that divide. And like, if you asked for help from your classmates, it would help you, because they see, oh, it's a girl that's asking for help. Like, I'm saving the day. But in terms of the teachers, like, I felt it more so from the teachers, because they thought, oh, like, they don't really, it's tech stuff, they don't really understand it, and like, they like paid extra attention, and also were more lenient, I found, in comparison to my male classmates. So
well, what would you suggest to young girls out there who plans to pursue a career in this field?
I'd say learn as much as you can. And don't be afraid to try new things, even though it may seem like it's just all guys that are doing it, or your family or your friends are trying to discourage you from doing something that you find interesting. Just go and do it. Go feet first. Try to find a mentor who is doing it, and in the position that you want, or has the knowledge to share with you. I'd say that would be what I would recommend to do.
So before you go, I want to ask you about Girl Geeks Toronto. What is it, basically?
So Girl Geeks Toronto is one of the largest meetups in Toronto, specifically for women. What Girl Geeks does is we try to facilitate an environment that allows other women to get to know each other. So it's for network opportunities, but then also to bring to light different topics that are happening in today's tech world. So, for example, like VR, talking about women who have started in VR or who have careers in VR, and like how they were able to get there, and like what cool projects are they working on, and like where do they see that industry going, things like that, or even social media, connecting with other women who are leads in that realm, and what they can do to help other women get there as well. So it's mainly as a resource, but then also it's a network opportunity as well. And we also like to provide workshops as well too. So intro to HTML, for example, was one event that we did do, and an intro to game development was another one that we did also. So just like taking different topics and listening to what our attendees want to learn about or want to hear about, and then try to base our talks or our workshops on that.
So how do people join Girl Geeks too?
Is you just go to meetup.com, and you just search for Girl Geeks CO, and then we pop up, and then you just sign up to be part of the group.
Is it free?
It's free. Each session is $10 to get to attend each event. That is just to cover for food and for drinks and stuff. So we're a nonprofit organization, so that just goes back into back into the pot, and then we just distributed like for whether it could be like for tickets to a cool tech event or like a cool tech prize. So we'd like to give back in that way.
Well, that is really amazing. When I was researching, I came up with that, and I'm like, I'm a photographer, so does that count techy enough for this group?
Yeah, why not? Because like, I mean, there could be topics that you might be interested in. It may not even be related to photography, but it may be related to other interests that you have. Like maybe it's science, maybe it's health. We try to do like a broad range of tech discussions, like not just mainly focused on like hardcore tech stuff like development. So
that's amazing. I'll be tracking you guys, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Amy. I'm sure you'll inspire a lot of girls with what you do and what you just shared. We really appreciate it. That's all we have for today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Links are in description. See you next time.